JoJo Has Fun.
This is JoJo Has Fun, a comedy Let's Play in which I, the funny one, play a game with two nincompoops who can't even help me out on remembering the name of a movie.
I can't believe they've been called a nincompoop.
Yeah.
And I can't believe you've done this. Did you really introduce yourself as the funny one? That's a
Yeah, I did. I did.
Danielle, I don't want to. I hate to say this, but I don't think any of us are the funny one. We're the good at working together one, but not so much. I don't think one of us is the funny one.
All together, we compose a sort of like a third of a funny person.
Yeah.
We're a bit like a comedy Voltron.
Yeah.
Where any one of the cats is useless, but if you get all the cats together, they kind of merge into a very diverse joke.
Yeah, who can't really, it's not really coordinated all together, so kind of jerky in its movements.
And it's a joke made out of clay.
Yes.
We're the joke
fights
Neo
aliens.
that you squirt into a funnier beverage to give it a little bit of taste and acidity.
Ah, yes. Joke Mio. It took me a minute to remember that existed, but then I got there and I was like, that's just foul.
Yeah, Mio's great if you were like, I have water, but I also want heartburn. How do I do this at the same time?
It is a common complaint.
Okay, do you remember Crystal Light?
Yeah, it's still around.
Hell yeah.
It exists still.
So is it good? I don't think I've only read about it. I don't think I've ever had it.
It depends on how desperate you are for something of a beverage.
Is it sugar free?
Yes.
It can be. I think there's regular ones. No, because
that's the whole point.
The light implies no.
The minus the sugar.
Yeah, that's because whenever I drink something with sugar, I'm just like so heavy.
Well,
God,
heavy.
I need more Crystal.
I'm just like Marty McFly in Back to the Future. It's just so heavy, Doc. It's too heavy.
What's this guy's deal? Oh, cool. Thanks, dude.
Thanks, bro.
Cool.
Oh, he let you out. Danielle, follow that old man. Guys, we're playing more Diablo 3 with Danielle at the helm, if you couldn't guess by the chaos that is ensuing on the screen.
If you couldn't guess by the title of this video.
I can't wait to find out.
And the
thumbnail. We named it Diablo 3, but really we're playing Fatty Bear's big birthday surprise.
It's hidden in the code. Danielle's been learning how to hack, and that's what she's been doing.
This is my mod of Fatty Bear's Fat Bear surprise.
Guys, the mod community for Fatty Bear is pretty great these days.
It's pretty robust.
Yeah.
God, it might
Much
be.
like Fatty Bear himself, he is quite robust.
I don't think Fatty Bear is fat. I think that's just what they call him, and he wears overalls, and that's his whole thing. I think he's pretty much bear proportions.
I mean, but bear proportions in general kind of have a tummy. Most bears that I've seen, they got a little bit of the beer gut, or the bear gut, as I like to call it.
Nah,
That's true.
I want
Danielle, for God's sake, save the customizing the
no,
banner for your Patreon. Let's get back to the game.
So here's my question.
Artisanal, yes.
After we finish this this series of episodes that have driven JoJo insane, do you think Danielle will continue playing this after?
I feel like she will. I feel like we'll get off the call and she'll be like, and you'll be like, "Hey, let's go get you like a victory pizza."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Fuck off." I got zombies to punch.
I mean,
I'm gonna punch all these zombies, and then Jeff, in the middle of the night, you're gonna wake up from a sound slumber, hearing a mild grumbling noise
button mash,
of Danielle
button
butt punching all the zombies.
Is there any games out there that allow you to specifically target and aim for the butt?
Fallout.
Butts
But
out.
You can aim
Fallout?
for the
You
can aim
butts
for
out, Fallout.
the butt and the dick.
But does it actually say that you're aiming for the butt, or is it just it's the area that you're aiming
Well,
for?
I mean, it's the region.
Okay.
But
just
you know,
about
I mean, I
region?
get what you're saying is like,
I need butt specific.
Yeah, and
attack.
also, I don't know if you know, but butt regions are different for everybody.
It's true.
Yeah.
some butts are so high up, you may as well
wait.
be doing a headshot.
Yeah, some butts are so high up that I'm just pooping straight out of my shoulders.
Mail. Cool. I got email.
You got email?
I got this person with dots over their head.
Oh, you got to go check the email. Was her name Juno?
It was Hotmail.
You mean from that horrible movie?
No, the email service that my grandma uses.
Yeah, still uses. It still exists. Guys, you can go get a Juno account right now if you want to.
You surely
Can I?
can.
Yeah, but
Can I sign up for a GeoCities account with my Juno email?
I surely wish.
I believe that GeoCities in some way does still exist, but I don't know how. I believe it is moved out to the woods.
Yeah, Jeff. GeoCities exists in every child's smile.
It does. It does.
In every anime music video on YouTube set to the Goo Goo Dolls' Long Way Down, there exists a little bit of the GeoCities code.
Wait.
In
Which one
every
is that?
fan fiction where Mega Man has sex with Superman, there's a little bit of GeoCities there.
Delicious.
I love the Mega Super Baby fanfic. Those are my favorites.
GeoCities is where I have my Hansen fan page.
Wait.
In Japan, he's known as Rock Man.
Yeah. What's that gooey thing, Danielle?
I don't know, but I'm punching it.
That's a woman.
Oh.
I'm punching
She's
it. What is
crying.
it? That's a woman, Danielle.
She doesn't seem to mind. Is she missing a head? What's
No,
her
there's
deal?
just other zombies in here.
Oh,
that you
she's
haven't-
bent over.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
missing a husband and children right now. 'cause
Yeah,
I think
they gotta
eaten.
they gotta fridge her so you can have a blacksmith.
Okay, well, I'll just punch you, and that'll help. There.
Keep trying, Danielle.
Feel better?
This is
Yeah.
one of the Easter eggs
Yeah.
for the game. If you punch her 800 times, it unlocks a secret ending.
I knew it. I knew it.
What?
Yeah, you see. Oh, there you go. You kill all of them.
Kill the minions.
Now go to where she is crying still.
And punch her some more.
Punch her now you can really get her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's talking. He's saying
Oh.
my
He's
love.
saying his goodbyes to his lover. He's
Oh.
gonna die, so he'll be free to adventure.
So you're both.
Because
Oh,
writing,
Oh.
that seems
Oh.
right, guys?
gross.
Yeah. In order for a male now Danielle
Now we
punch
kill her.
Now you go punch her. Yes, yes. Kill his bride in front of him, Danielle. Do the
doing
deed.
it.
Ah!
He's doing
Fridge her! Like the start of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, exactly.
They fridged. Oh, they tried to fridge that Velociraptor.
They did, but she fought back.
She fought back.
She wasn't having any of their shit.
She is the greatest female character on screen that I have ever seen.
It's very
Da-
true.
She
Danielle,
fought the fridging.
I want
You
to
have
punch.
unlocked Vulture Claw Kick, but I don't think we have enough time on Earth to explain how any of that shit works.
Oh, I'm sure my
So
button
let's just
mashing
hope
will
the
discover.
default settings work out for you.
So Danielle, if you hold down R2, it opens up new attacks you can do. So if you hold down R2, oh, it just does that. Never mind.
Yeah, okay, all right.
You know,
all
Jeff,
right.
we're going to be here all day if we're giving Danielle simple and wrong information.
Danielle, I'm going to explain to you some tactics that a lot of pro players for Diablo 3 think that you should be using.
Yeah, it includes doing a lot of
Are
kicks
there any
at
pro
once.
players for Diablo left?
There have to be.
I mean, the game still gets updated and it has all the seasons that come
Yeah,
out.
but
so.
I feel like that shit is done. That was before Twitch even. I don't think people play Diablo anymore,
Well,
do they?
When you play Diablo online, do you just pair up with people? Is that what you do? You do
I
dungeons?
don't know. I've never played it online. It's been too old.
Oh. Me Diablo 1 or Diablo 3? This one.
This one.
Oh, I don't know. Danielle, you could probably do some online stuff with it. The PlayStation 4 is definitely 5 years behind PC stuff.
Danielle,
Yeah.
you could almost certainly kill some of these ghosts.
Yeah.
What's
you
your
could,
problem?
You could stop just like flipping around them and start flipping towards them
You
with
told
your
me
fists.
to get out of the green goo.
You could do both.
Have a solid narrative.
Danielle, how are we going to take you to the esports league to win the Diablo World Cup if you don't learn how to flip and punch at the same time?
I don't think that's a thing. You know what? I'm going to look it up.
You look it up, and when you find out that I'm right,
I'm
you
going to
eat
look up.
your.
Wait, I'm going to look up.
You eat
Google?
every word. Every
Google?
goddamn
You write
word.
down all your
World
words
Cup.
on a piece of parchment, you roll it up into a fruit roll up, and you eat that
You
shit.
eat 'em.
Danielle, you're
Eat 'em.
almost dead.
Oh,
You should definitely
I
press.
fixed it.
You should definitely press L1 to drink a thing. There you go.
You know, I'm getting a lot of contradictory advice.
I mean, I guess
mean,
don't die and punch things. They're not that
do-
contradictory.
Like, do
So
be in
I-
the goo, don't be
I
in the goo.
googled competitive Diablo 3. And the first thing I got was a post 4 years ago
From Danielle.
on Reddit saying the troubled state of competitive Diablo 3.
Oh, that's promising.
And
I
one
like
of the
that.
one of the first paragraphs starts with, "A lot of people say Diablo 3 isn't competitive, and they might be correct." So
Cool. That sounds good to me.
I mean, did they find out? What are the scientists working on?
I want this one
I-
die.
Is
I
it
don't-
competitive or not?
no.
Well,
I
because
don't
so far you're pretty competitive with Danielle, or at least you're angry at her. You just
I
matches
think,
doing
I
it.
think we could make Diablo competitive if we did it like the way that you won was not by how good you were at Diablo. You know what I mean?
Okay. So
like,
go the opposite direction that every other competitive game works.
Yeah, I like
okay,
it.
well, when you say it like that, I sound like a real asshole. But yes, basically.
You don't need my help sounding like a real asshole.
That's true.
Damn. Burn on you, from my
Sizzle
end.
burn.
Oh, no.
Whole entire sizzle burn.
Hang on. I'm going to screen cap this conversation for later.
Are you, let's see. Are you pushing all your buttons, Danielle?
Okay, now
Because you're pushing all of ours.
Yeah.
All right, I'm mashing,
You
I'm
got,
mashing,
you got
I'm mashing.
square, you got X, you got R2.
They don't
Those are
seem
your...
to do anything.
Well, because Danielle, you've got that little orb has to like fill up to get skill points to do certain things.
What the fuck does that mean?
Danielle,
What?
I thought you were a pro at this. Are you lying?
I am not a pro.
Did you
at-
lie on our
Danielle,
first date?
Danielle, walk up to one of those
no.
guys and just hold down X for a while. And let's
That's
just see what
I'm
happens.
doing. And
like,
y'all are
don't-
all over me about it.
But don't move or look in different directions.
What do you mean don't move?
Stare them in the eye and don't break eye
You see,
contact.
you see, Danielle, and this is going to come as a shock, but
Yeah.
sometimes you have to, like, punch someone a bunch of times to
I
kill
don't
them.
like that.
So-
I think that is... See, he punched me back. What the fuck is that?
Well, maybe you should learn from him.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Oh, boy.
Goop.
Oh,
There's
down
goop
in
everywhere. Oh,
worms.
Danielle. Oh, you're run into the huge mobs. Yes.
Oh, calm down.
Run into them, Danielle. They'll protect you.
Oh,
They're
you
friends,
just
not food.
calm the fuck down.
Oh, God.
God damn.
That ability is not yet
Danielle, that
recharged.
ability is not ready yet.
Yeah, I heard the Russian lady.
I feel like I blacked out for a second. When I woke up, I was still watching Danielle play Diablo 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, oh, man.
Wait till you
Man
go
of
to sleep
war.
tonight.
I don't know if me having Danielle play this is the best decision that I've made or the worst decision
I
that
think
I've made.
it's definitely the best thing you've ever done.
You
So-
think it's like Einstein regretted coming up with the theories to create nuclear power?
Oh no,
and
I'm
now
in the barf.
now I think, Jeff, you're going to regret telling Danielle, hey, you can play.
Is this my Manhattan Project?
This is your Manhattan Project.
Are we
is, that
gonna-
is that a name of an indie band?
It should be.
It should be, but is it?
What's with this barfy?
Is it tone deaf? Is it not nice? I mean, it's just
No,
nuclear
it's-
weapons. There's other worse things that people name bands after.
That's true.
Yeah, the Manhattan Project.
I mean,
A
it's,
jazz fusion album. The only recording made by a
really-
band of the same name.
it really does sound like that. To be honest, I gotta
Yeah.
give you credit there.
The
It
jazz
came out
fusion
in
album.
1990.
Work based on the works of Sex and the City, the HBO show.
That ability.
As all good things are.
So yeah, Danielle, you're getting good.
I'm just button mashing.
So if you hold down the X, which is your basic attack, it fills your little orb, and then as it fills, you can use your special attacks.
okay.
You can use if you fill up with butt punches, you can unload some butt kicks.
You have to earn those butt kicks from doing butt punches.
Oh, of course. That
Yeah.
makes total sense.
And then if you're a pro gamer like JoJo, you know exactly how much you need to do certain butt kicks.
That's true. There's a lot of butt kicks that rely on a specific number of butt punches. And efficient BP to BK is a sign of a skilled monk. That's
I
butt punches to butt kick ratio.
don't know. Are you still speaking words that I understand?
Wow.
You know what, Danielle? At this point, I'm not sure. And sometimes I think you lapse into like ancient French when we have conversations.
I think so too. And I'm not sorry about it.
You just picked up like a fist weapon that's better than your current weapons.
What's your point?
Yeah, what's your point, Joe? We all
I
know.
guess like you know what? At this point, I guess I don't have
Yeah.
one. As a matter of fact,
If you ever
I
wondered
think I was. You know what? I was wrong.
Yeah, you were.
If you ever wanted to see what futility looked like in a Let's Play, it's this.
Hey, it's like Danielle, you just picked up a better item. Why don't you equip it? And you're like, what are items? And
I'm
it's like,
busy
well, all right.
right
I guess I gotta go. I guess.
I'm doing things currently.
In order to equip the item, I have to turn the game off? That
yeah.
seems weird.
Everyone knows this. It's the law of PlayStation.
It's the way that Danielle plays games.
It is also that.
Danielle is too good at games. That's why she had to stop playing Overwatch. And now she's gonna. The same thing's gonna happen with Diablo 3. And she's
I
gonna.
don't see how that's possible. I don't see Diablo 3 yelling at people.
Yeah,
in
well, especially
Diablo
since
3.
they don't think that competitive Diablo is actually challenging. I mean,
It's not that it's not challenging. It's that it's not a thing. Like, if we want to make competitive... So, like, this is the thing, right? If we want to make competitive Diablo, we got to do it ourselves very scrapfully. You know? Like
very
okay, like...
What does that mean?
So there's no money in things like you know the thing where they drop Mentos into Diet Coke?
Oh yeah.
There's no like money in that in an obvious way, but if you beg, borrow, and steal, you could figure something out.
That sounds not true.
Okay, well, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, shut up.
No.
How about we
Never.
think of some ways to make Diablo 3 competitive?
You wanted a yes and to that? Fuck you.
Yeah, this is a no but all the way.
So competitive Diablo 3, I think it would have to be based around Danielle playing the game. It wouldn't be so much that you would play Diablo 3 against Danielle, but you'd have to watch Danielle play Diablo 3 as a Diablo 3 player. And whoever can last the longest without cursing under their breath will win.
Dude,
Oh,
I would
so we
expect-
play Diablo 3, but the real challenge is like it's couples or it's pairs.
Yeah.
And when someone's blindfolded, or in this case, Danielled.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
the person next to them just gives them helpful guidance with their voice. And the first one who can beat Diablo is the big winner.
This is what it's going to be like when we play that bomb disarming game.
Yeah, it's exactly like keep talking and nobody will explode.
That's right, Danielle. That was the past.
And our future.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Oh, I got a big pointy stick.
You did. And
Point
Danielle,
stick, point
maybe
stick,
one day you'll
point
get to
stick.
use that big pointy stick because
Stab,
today
stab,
we're done
stab,
with this
stab,
episode of
stab,
JoJo Has
stab,
Fun.
stab.
I love that you got the big pointy stick, but you're still butt punching.
That's the best move. Fine, here.
I must wait to use that ability.
Why do you say here like I can do something about
Here,
it?
I'm trying. I'm trying all the buttons right now. Are
Well,
you
Danielle,
happy?
you're already
I-
at full life.
It is
I
not
haven't been happy for years.
Yeah. Guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode of JoJo Has Fun where Danielle makes JoJo angry by playing a video game.
Is this what syphilis feels like?
Yeah.
Is watching Danielle play Diablo 3 the equivalent of having an infection, a
It
boner
depends.
infection?
If your nose falls off, then yes.
Yeah.
So prove it,
Yep.
big guy.
Prove it, big guy.
I keep
it.
turning my nose up at this game, and if I turn my nose up anymore, it's gonna have some kind of problem and then fall off.
Good.
Yeah.
That. Then I will respect you.
Well, all right.
be-
I mean, that's a price to pay, but I'm willing to pay it.
Finally.
Thank you for joining us, everybody, on Diablo 3.
Bye.
There's an article labeled "Let's try this again: Making Diablo 3 competitive." I don't think this is a
Wow.
competitive game.
Doesn't sound like it's going good.